So if you followed any of my reviews for more than the last, I don't know, 90 plus videos that I have on here at the Dice Tower, you'll notice that this shelf is pretty important to me. This shelf right here of Cthulhu-based games. Why? Because I love the Lovecraft universe. Is it overused today? Possibly, who knows? But you know what? All of these games are great. Every single one of these on this shelf, that from here over, is a great game, and it's in the Lovecraft universe. This happens to be probably my favorite, Mansions of Madness 2nd Edition. But today we're talking about the Streets of Arkham expansion. Now, two things about this. One, it takes the game into a different place, to the Streets of Arkham, outside of a shadowy, seedy mansion, into Miskatonic University, or to the Museum of Arkham. This is a really cool expansion. So let's dive in right now, find out what this brings to the table, come back up, see what final thoughts are worth on this right now. So let's talk everyone's favorite part, monsters. What new monsters come in this expansion? First of all, we got the big bad here, the Loigor. I believe that's how you say that. Nice and spiky, very good size miniature there. Good detail, a lot of sharp points. Step on that at night, it would really stinking hurt. That's his little token there that you'd put in the base. A little bit of flavor text on the back. Next is the Star Vampire, probably related somehow to Cthulhu of some sorts, because it's the word star spawn. You know how that is, but I could be wrong. I'm sure someone will be glad to let me know. Anyway, little elephant / octopus tentacles everywhere, and a nice violent mouth right there. Star Vampire here. And then we've got, he's got phasing. It says this monster can move through impassable borders and walls. Well, that's just cute. Over here we've got the skeleton. Nice little skeleton model. Kind of looks a little bit like a 1920s version of a Rune Morris figure that got lost in time. And then we have the hired gun. Now this goes with the warring gangs mission. It's pretty neat. Problem is you'll forget that that's a bad guy and try to use him as a character. Neat little miniatures, good looking stuff. That's all the monsters. Let's take a look at the tiles right now. Actually, before we talk tiles, let's talk some of the new components that come with this expansion regardless. First of all, elixirs are a new type of card. They're kind of like a spell, but not exactly. They help permanently boost one of your skills, but when you do it, you flip it over, so it could have a potentially bad effect. The improvements, we're going to look at these in just a second. Basically, this is just a token you get that permanently increases one of your skills. There's the rules on that right there. New tower puzzle. These are stinking tough, as we discovered the other day. And then a little FAQ section. Also, 4 new investigators, some of people's favorites. Tommy Muldoon, the rookie cop, great guy. Diana Stanley, she's a reformed cultist. I really like her character and all the other iterations. Finn Edwards, he's great in the book I was reading based in the Arkham, it's one of the Arkham horror novellas. He's pretty great. He's got a lot to do with the gangs in Arkham and such as that. He's a bit of a scoundrel, bootlegger. And then Marie Lambeau, she's pretty great. She's a Cajun singer based on the last name. Let's see, yep, down in New Orleans. So hopefully we'll get a New Orleans scenario pretty soon, kind of like we got in Arkham Horror. But let's take a look at some of the tiles right now. So we've got several new tiles here. This is the classroom. The ones I really wanted to show you, because some of them are just very much generic tiles and things like that. Another street corner with a little building on it. A research library. All these are pretty cool, more normal type tiles. But here's the ones I really love. It says Portrait Hall. These are some of the ones from the Miskatonic Museum. Obviously they'll be used for other things, but this was our favorite. Gigantic new tile with a dinosaur skeleton on there. It's a big stegosaurus. Great tile here. Other side is, in fact, a diner. So really great scenario tiles there. They kind of flesh out the world of Arkham, not just, a mansion. So that's everything that comes with this expansion. So how does this one stack up compared to the other base set and the other expansions of Mansions of Madness? This, to me, is the best set for this game total. The missions are great. They're just such a cool idea, but I love the setting. I love the idea of being at Miskatonic University or the Museum of Arkham and all this sort of stuff. It's really exciting. Now, a couple notes about this one. You'll notice if you scroll through the app, it tells you, this mission's about this. This one's about a couple rival gangs. Very exciting. This mission is about, something's gone loose in the museum or something's gone terrible in the museum, right? But then at the bottom it says take notes. You might want to take notes. And so all of our friends, we were instantly excited. We're like, oh, this is like Time Stories meets Mansions of Madness. Was it? Not exactly. It's not a puzzle in the sense of the Mansions of Madness Asylum. Arkham Asylum. What am I trying to say? Time Stories Asylum puzzle. I always go back to that. or Luma Fide type puzzle where you go, your head explodes. But there were some really cool moments in this where it helped to take actual physical paper notes, and that was a really cool thing. And you know this because the characters in the app tell you a couple times, you may want to write this down, this is important. So really cool idea there. So I really like it. I love the new characters. I love what they bring to the table, their powers, their abilities. The new monsters are great. They're just ugly and hideous in such a great way. The map tiles are really, really cool, and I love the new things that this expansion brings. You know, permanently advancing a stat is really helpful. If your lore is low and you need a puzzle test later, well, you can potentially boost that book skill by 1. So Mansions of Madness Streets of Arkham is a must-buy for Mansions of Madness. If you have the base set of 2nd edition, you have to get this. It's so good. It's worth every bit of it just for those 3 missions alone, not to mention the other content, the tiles, the other little added bonuses that come in Mansions of Madness Streets of Arkham. So go check it out right now. That's me here on the latest retro with the Dice Tower, Brian Drake. Till next time, we'll see you.
Thanks so much for watching the Dice Tower videos. Find more great videos and reviews, as well as our top-rated audio podcast at Dicetower.com. You can also find other great shows at Dicetowernetwork.com. I'm Eric Summerer, and you've been watching the Dice Tower. The Dice Tower is sponsored by Cool Stuff Inc., where you can find great games for great prices. Cool stuff in stock. Check them out at CoolStuffInc.com.